channel. I don't know who's in there, but if you want to say in the chat who you are, where you're viewing from, that would be awesome. I've got Jaja over there on the love seat. I had a few more morning chores to get done than I thought I would, so I'm a little bit late. In fact, I'm still eating my breakfast and I'm still drinking my coffee. But I'll try not to make too much noise doing that. Today I'm going to be going through, hey Logan, good to see you. Thank you for saying hi. You can see Jaja's enjoying herself back there on the love seat. I'll move this a little bit. There we go. I've got a view of the dog, got a view of the coins. She was lying down in the exact opposite position earlier with her head on the pillow. It was really cute. So today I'm going to be going through something different. Yesterday I went through I went through my former client's penny collection that I purchased from his estate. If you saw that video, I was looking for a 1994 Denver penny with a very specific font size, and I didn't find it. I wasn't able to find a 1994, and my best conclusion after going through all of the pennies and putting all of the pennies into bags and stacks according to their year is that my former client stopped collecting pennies in 1977. I found one 1977 penny that was quite shiny and perfect and beautiful. I've got some 76s and all the way back to 1959, and then a whole stack of wheat pennies. And I've been through the wheat pennies, oh gosh, and I've looked for the most valuable according to some of the websites I went to. And I don't have any super valuable wheat pennies here. As far as the date goes, none of them are, what's it called, double stamped or something like that. I don't remember the term. Hello, Wild Heart. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. Beautiful picture you have there. Is that sunflowers? It looks like it's a picture of sunflowers. Of course, it's tiny, so it could be something else. I just can't tell. So I got a few of the wheat pennies, and then I've got another jar of coins to go through that are sort of my mom's coins and sort of mine. My husband and I moved into my mom's house when she went into assisted living, and then we purchased it from her, and a lot of her stuff is still here. So I'll go through all of that. I don't think I'll find any wheat pennies. I'm not going to find any silver at all in that jar, but I might find a 94. That's a possibility. I'm going to look. I know it's an extremely rare penny, the 94 that I'm looking for. So I'll show you my little baggie of wheat. There we go. I'll add to it. I do like to look at change and collect whatever I can that's valuable. I'm always looking for wheat pennies whenever I get change at the store. And here's the first coin I wanted to look at. Can we zoom in on her? What is she? She's a, you know what? My light isn't very bright here. I've got a lot of backlight because the window's shade is pulled open. Gosh, I'm going to have to get my reader. It's either 1889 or 1869. I think it's 1889. And I'm going to move the light so I have a better view. It's just so hard to tell with these coins. There we go. Maybe that'll help. I know you can't tell, but I can tell. Let's see. I'll get her back up here. Yeah, I guess that's 1889. Now, I'm not seeing anything terrifically special that stands out, but I don't know much about it. Hey, Edward. Hello, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hi. I haven't seen you in a while. Here's another 1889. Both of them are Liberty, I guess. I'm just, I guess they would be the same because they were minted the same year. All right, are you guys ready for the big reveal? What's in this bag? Imagine my surprise when I found this, because most of my dad's coin collection, as I've shared before, was stolen by my mom's con artist second husband. After my dad passed away, my mom married a con artist, and he stole from her. And we never did find my dad's coin collection. So I'm pretty sure he got that. Oh, look, another wheat penny here. This is my dad's. This isn't my collection. This is my dad's collection. I might keep this separate just because this all gets sold. Anything in here of value that gets sold goes to my mom's care because she does need help and she has to pay for it. So all of this stuff will be sold and it'll go into her account. So I don't want to commingle my coins with her coins. My coins have almost no value. Hers might, I don't know. This is, oh gosh, I'm going to need my magnifying glass. Where did I put it last night, y'all? Oh no, oh no. I don't see it, I don't see it. I don't think my Bible's on it. No, I didn't put my Bible on it. All right, I'm just going to have to try to look here. This is not a biggie. That's a 1963. Okay, whoop-de-doo, right? Nothing special, I don't think. Looking for like a, is it called a double stamp or something like that? And it looks like just a normal penny. I don't know why Dad had it in here. All right, so that's one coin out of the way. Just a regular nickel. Not sure why Dad had that in there. A dime that could be silver, 1957 dime. That could be silver. This is an interesting coin. I don't know where this is from. She's got wings on her head. Let's see if I can zero in on that. Is she American? Is she from the United States? Can't see a year. Oh, yeah, barely. It's really tiny. This is I think this is foreign, y'all. I don't know. I'm having a hard time reading that. We've got another one here. I'll go ahead and check those out better when I find my magnifier. You guys, I can't imagine where I put my magnifier. Let me see if it's under my lamp. I may have set it. Ah, there it is. Oh, I'm so happy I found it. Okay, here's my VFW magnifier. This was from my father-in-law. He actually was in the Korean War. In God We Trust, 1941. United States of America. Sorry, you guys, I know you can't see this. I should be more careful. And it's a dime. So what's the story with that? That's a dime from, I don't know, whatever I just said. So I got a couple of those. Those definitely are worth more than 10 cents. Here's another penny. Oh, guy. 1937 penny. All right. Thank you, Dad. Oh, gosh, look at this one. This coin is all chopped up on the edges. Someone cut it. Now, I'm thinking that this was done as the value of silver went up. People were trimming their coins down to equal the value, if I'm remembering right. It's been a long time. Actually, Edward, I'm not a superior, excuse me, I'm not a superior goddess. But I do appreciate you being here chatting with me. That's awesome. Okay, we just have a regular nickel here. 1960. All right, that was the year my parents got married. Maybe that's why Dad put that in there. Another penny. 1889, United States. of America. That's an Indian head penny. I wish you guys could see this. My light is not good. I'm going to try to fix my light. If I bring it all the way over here, I don't have a spotlight. That's a problem. I probably need to go find one. I'm sure I've got one. I just need to find it. This cord isn't long enough. Oh boy. Sorry guys, this is tough. Okay, I'm gonna try to show that a little bit better, the Indian head, but I don't know that I can. You guys wouldn't believe how contorted I am trying to hold this so that, there we go. That's a pretty good view of it. That one's in decent shape, I guess. Obviously nowhere near mint. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize all these miscellaneous coins were in here. I thought it just had the dollar and half dollar. Okay, here's a penny that Dad kept for a reason, I believe. And it's a 1940, is that a 3? If that's a 3, then this is one of those real valuable wartime pennies. Sorry guys, I've got to look at it away from that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this is a 1943 penny. This would have been during the war. I think 1943 was the only year that they minted the coins without copper. So that'll go separately. I'll look that up. I don't know if I'm going to clean that one or not. I might not, but I'm impressed that Dad had a 43 penny. That's cool. Definitely stood out because of the color. Here's another one of those Indian head pennies. Can't really tell the year on that. It looks like it might be 1901. Yeah, 1901. Not sure what they're called. I don't think they're called Indian head pennies, but they might be. If you know, if you're in here, if you're in the chat, tell me, is it called an Indian head penny? I don't know. All right, we have a whole stack of dimes, a lot of dimes that I didn't expect. So I'll be going through these, checking the date and seeing what they are. I'm assuming Dad kept them because they're silver. There's a, no, that's a 1965. That one wouldn't be silver, would it? I don't think so. If they're in the 50s, then I'm going to believe they maybe have silver in them. No, there's a 65. I don't know. If maybe there was just a percentage of silver, more so than the others. Some of them are very worn. I don't think they hold much value. 1950 quarter. We got some silver there for sure. I don't think any of these are worth melting down if they just have different alloys in them. 1901. Okay, United States of America. There we go. She can join the other ones that I've already looked at. I think I have more of those. Maybe not. Okay, let's look at this beauty. Look at her. 1897. United States of America, $1. I love that. It's in fairly good condition. I mean, you can still read it. It's certainly better than this one, right? Way better than this one. This one's been in a lot of pockets over the years. And I believe we have some half dollars here. 1964. He's kind of dirty. There we go. I have a little collection of half dollars. I'll show you. I've got to zoom out here. My dad had purchased this book for John F. Kennedy half dollars from 1964 on, but he didn't have very many of them actually filled. Only a few here. The other page, none. So I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll take them out of here, and none of them look uncirculated, so I don't think I'll bother to clean them up at all. But I'll put them in the little individual sleeves and get them marked and then ready to sell whenever Mom needs money. I've got quite a few of those. I'll just find those right now, kind of get them all together. Oh, here's a 1936 quarter. Maybe zoom in again. That one's not in great shape. Not in great shape at all. Now, I don't know if some of these just need to be thrown in the, is it called a smelter? There's a whole stack of $50. We'll be going through those, or I will be. I don't know how to grade them. I don't want to grade them incorrectly if I'm going to sell them on eBay, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. Okay, what are you, my dear? I can't tell. Canada. Okay, no wonder I don't recognize it at all. Canada, all right. Here's another of the US dimes from the 1800s, I think, maybe early 1900s. So got a few of those. Here's some miscellaneous change. I wish I had known all this was in here before. Got another of the wheat pennies, a couple of dimes, and a quarter. Let me see what this wheat penny is. 1919 wheat penny. It's been around a while, you guys. Check that out. I love it. I didn't really catch the coin collecting bug from my dad as far as going around and looking for them, you know, buying them and then marking them. The book that he had full of coins that my mom's ex-husband stole, it was so well documented. Everything in there was just done so perfectly. 1962. This is just a whole bunch of Liberty $50, obviously, right before the John F. Kennedy $50. So this would be a whole thing of Liberty $50. And I'll go through those and get them all figured out at some point. Got more right here. Who is that? Come on, y'all. Who is on that? Oh my goodness, why can't I think of his name? Benjamin Franklin? Is that Benjamin Franklin? 1962. 1963. Hey, Ryan. Thank you for that. I thought it looked like Benjamin Franklin's kind of his little bit of a scowl that he has on his face in some of his pictures. He just looks like he doesn't quite agree with whatever you're doing. Here's Honduras money, 1937. I would say this is probably silver. I don't know that my dad went to Honduras. I know my grandparents did, but I don't think my dad went to Honduras. But he could have bought that anywhere, at a coins shop anywhere. $1. She's probably the worst one I have. She's in competition with this girl here. But she's in worse shape, I feel like. I don't know, though, now that I look at them together. Not quite sure. 60% silver. Are you talking about these guys here are 60% silver? The Liberties? Ryan, thank you for that information. I appreciate it. Okay, let me see. I was going to take a drink of my coffee, but I'm afraid I'll knock the lamp over. I'm very contorted right now, y'all. Very much so. So here's some more of these guys in pretty bad shape, pretty rough. Don't really know what I'm going to do with those. I guess I'll list them, but eBay is I think they're very picky about coins right now. I don't know if I'll be able to sell them on eBay because there's been so much drama with the counterfeits. I guess if I weigh them, then I'll know for sure and I can tell people they are for sure real, because I know a bunch of counterfeits came out of China and they weighed less and people fell for it. And so I think eBay might have put a stop to that, but I'll have to look it up. Oh, the one before. Which one before? Where was I? The Uganda one? Or Honduran? This one here? You know a lot. Oh gosh, a pawn shop. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, they are Morgans. Yeah, yes, Mark, thank you. Yeah, I've got a guy down at the swap meet and he's got a coin shop, and I told him about the collection I have, and he really wants to see it. So I might just have to take it to him because I can't run the risk. For one thing, what if I sell it on eBay? And I know this is a real coin. This has been in this bag for decades, okay? I know this is a real coin. I can weigh it. I can, take the pictures of it. I can sell it. What if the person who buys it switches it out for a counterfeit that they purchased and they say that I sold them a counterfeit? I suppose that could happen. A coin show or a coin shop? Well, that would be interesting. I hadn't even thought about going to a coin show and selling them there. That would be a good, I don't know how much a booth would be at one of those, but that would be awesome. I don't know if there are enough here to justify, but I do have a couple more bags, not as big as this one, but I do have a couple more bags of silver. What does Dad have in here? This is a very old copper. Okay, I'm going to zoom in more and see if we can see what this is. This is so old, you guys. Look at that. I can't read what it says around George. Okay, it says George. So it's King George, one of the King Georges. And so I'm going to have a hard time selling them for what they're worth because they're in such bad shape. Yeah. Justin, you think so? This King George coin? Yeah, look at that. It's been around 1707, maybe? 1707. That fits. Hello, Masare. Hello, hello. You've been in here before. Nice to see you again. Yeah, that would have been a coin that would have been in circulation in the original colonies. Yeah, 1707. I do think so. That's the kind of stuff my dad had. He had a whole bunch of really nice coins. And then, like I said, after my dad died, my mom married a con artist, which is why I tell my husband, if I go first, I said, you need to protect every asset you have in a trust, an irrevocable trust. I said, there are women out there who would hunt you down for your estate. And I told him, you don't have to worry about me. 1971, hardly any value there, but it does look very crisp. Because I'm such a bitter old hag, there's no way I'm going to fall for some smooth talking scam artist. No way. Absolutely no way. $1. But he's very trusting. My husband is, that's a bicentennial coin. He's got a few of those too. Besides this one. Oh, they were in here. In here, the bottom right down here are bicentennial. There are 4 bicentennial here. And then this is just a 71 Kennedy. Oh, God, this is so fun. I like I say, I didn't get the bug like my dad had, but I do enjoy going through what he did. He would drive all over. And whenever he traveled, he would look for coins. 1962, 1961. We go to an auction here regularly. It's a cartwheel penny. Oh, Guy Ryan, thank you. You are a treasure trove of information. Thank you so much. This one's in pretty bad shape. So you guys think I should go to a coin dealer and just sell these at wholesale to a coin dealer? Those of you who know what's going on here, I would assume that would be Justin and Ryan. I can do that. My fear is getting ripped off, This has to go for my mom's care. Hey, Liquid Skittle. I like that name. That's cool. Love Skittles. Now, I don't know if Skittles are good for me, but I do love them. 1921. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I was just getting into coin purchasing, I suppose some of these more worn out coins might be the direction I'd have to start my collection in, just because. Where not to take them out, right? I used to work I was a teacher during the school year, and then during the summer I traveled with some friends who had a a booth, and they sold at fairs and festivals and things. They sold food. Look at this worn out coin. This is crazy. And one time a kid came, it looks like it might be 19 or 18. What have we got there? Let me see. I think I see 1922. Some kids came to buy some cookies. We were doing chocolate chip cookies. And someone paid with wheat pennies, buffalo nickels, silver quarters. They robbed their parents' or their grandparents' coin collection and paid for their food. And I felt bad, but I took my tip money out and I bought every one of those coins. And out of the register, I told my boss, I said, I'm buying these coins. He said, okay. These are all pretty rough. They're very rough. Dad doesn't have any in this part of the collection that are mint. Now, the part that was stolen probably had quite a few mint coins in it because he took very good care. And he had coins from all over the world because he traveled quite a bit and he collected when he traveled. She's not in as horrible shape. I mean, the stars are showing pretty well, like really well, but her face is pretty mashed up. How's the eagle? The eagle has lost definition on the primary feathers for sure. Still not terrible. Thanks to the 7 who have given me a thumbs up. I appreciate that a lot. That helps YouTube know that my video is being watched and it directs people in this direction. I can read the word. You know, I've noticed on these, the word liberty stands out. No matter how beat up she is, they stamp that liberty very well. I'm not seeing any that are, what is it called when they're double stamped? I haven't seen any so far. See, you can see liberty really well. You've lost definition in her hair, at least up around her bangs, but you can still see liberty. Hey, little man. Yeah, these will be being sold in the future at some point. I just don't know where I'm going to sell them. Hello, Mr. Eisenhower. Nice to see you. 1776 to 1976. $1. Cool. Yeah, I'll be selling them. I'm just trying to figure out a way to sell them to where I don't get in trouble. I've got a gram scale so I can weigh them, so I know for sure these are not counterfeits. But I have to know who I'm selling to make sure I don't get ripped off as a seller. Somebody say, hey, you sold me a counterfeit when I know for sure I didn't. So I have to be careful too, but I don't know where I'll sell them. We've been chatting about that a little bit. In poor shape, it says $60. All right, Dominic, is that because, where am I talking to? Yeah, Dominic. Is that because of the silver content or is that because of the collectability of them? I'm going to find one of my worst ones over here on the left. I've got a stack. So this girl here, she would be worth $60. And she would be worth, look at all the definition she's got. I think I'll find one of my sleeves and I'll put her in a special sleeve because she's in pretty doggone good shape for an 1897. Check that out. I like that. Silver content. Okay. Well, then I do have probably for my mom, probably close to a month's rent where she's living. I'm going to set this one aside right to the right because I don't want that one to get just put in the mix. That was a really good one. She was the best one so far. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Well, but we can still see liberty. That's pretty incredible. They definitely deep stamped that one. Still got a little bit of definition on those secondary feathers. Not great. But yeah, you know what? All these that are like that, I suppose I'll just take them down. Our next door neighbors own a pawn shop. I'll just take them down to them maybe, not now, but in the future, whenever I'm ready to sell them. Yeah, these are just going to get turned into silver, aren't they? Silver bars or whatever. She's still got some decent, yeah, she's still in pretty good shape. 1900. I'm going to set that one aside. They are, Jeffrey? Okay, cool. So if they're worth more, pardon me for coughing. I'm working out my asthma every morning. You guys are here with me, and you know. So this one, I don't know if she has much value, but check it out, man. Her face is just basically gone. But I can see Liberty. I love that. So cool. And what do we have here? Another one. Oh, that's got a big old scratch on it, but she's still got some interesting. They're not a good place, Justin. A coin shop. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I will look. Like I've said, I have that guy down at the flea market, and he's got a coin shop, and he got his interest was piqued when I told him I had a whole bag of silver coins from my dad. What have we got here? A quarter. Kind of guessed that by the size. It's got some decent weight to it. I know it's an old one, but I'm looking 1927. Pretty sure that's what I'm seeing, 1927. Liberty Quarter. Is Liberty Quarter a thing? I guess it is. It says Liberty, and it's a quarter. Cool. Okay, got a stack here. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We got more. Okay. She's purty. $50. Do we see a year? Probably on the other side. That's decent. Still got some definition in the feathers. Oh, 1919. All right. Hello, Mr. Kennedy. 65. Mr. Kennedy. What a mess. So do you guys recommend that I treat these? I wouldn't want to use a rubbing compound on them to clean them up. I've got a penny that I cleaned up yesterday with a soft brush, but would you recommend that I dip this in something that would take some of that tarnish off, or is it not worth it? A CC mint mark. A CC. What does that stand for? Don't clean them. Okay, thank you, little man. All right. I had to clean some tarnish off of a penny yesterday because I couldn't read the year. I'm looking for it now. I don't see it over here. I couldn't read the year, and I knew that if it was a 1994, it had some value possibly. I don't see the penny. Doggone it. Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll show you guys because you guys weren't here yesterday. So I went through a box of pennies yesterday. Here's the penny. I did have to clean it a little bit with a soft brush. It is a 1994. I don't think there's anything special about it. I don't know. Anyway, that's out of my box. Cleaning is the worst thing I can do. Well, Carson City, it's on the reverse of the coin. Okay. They were in Carson City? Okay, let's see. If they're worth 200, then that gives me more hope for being able to take care of my mom longer. Let's see. I don't see a CC. Where would I find CC? At the bottom of the tail. Does anybody see a CC there? I'll see if I can zoom in. I don't want to make it too terribly blurry. I don't see it. Okay, I'm going to look for another one now. Now I know what I'm looking for. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. Now I'm confused. Above the D and the O. Okay, I don't see it there either. Oh, I've got to put all these in a special place where if I've looked at them already. Let's see. I don't think this one's going to have. Oh, there's something, right? Right above the D and the O. It looks like another O. Oh, come on, guys. Help me out here. Or is that that wouldn't be a D. They weren't under the wreath. Yeah, see? Right there above the D and the O. New Orleans? I like that. Okay, I'm putting all these in different piles. I'm going to forget by the time we leave here today. why I did that. There's another one that's got a little tiny mark. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. CC is rare. Okay, I'm going to keep looking for CC then. The ones that Dad had that were CC are probably the ones my mom's con artist husband stole from her. He may not have known what he was doing. She lost so much stuff when she was married to him. That looks like an S, doesn't it? I don't think they were. San Francisco wasn't a thing back then, was it? Whatnot? I do have a Whatnot account, but I don't have it set up for selling. I just have it set up for buying. Whatnot, huh? There's a little something there too. There's an O. San Francisco was a mint back then? Huh. See, you guys are teaching me. Thank you so much. Oh, 8 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Oh, this one is really busy, but no mint mark. Gosh, that's cool. I need to get a spotlight. Oops, got nothing there. Okay, go away, lady. Let's see. Nothing's going to show. Oh, there is a little bit of a show there. I'm still looking for a CC. You guys have me hungry. See, that's the thing I would do about coin collecting. I would want to find the most valuable, and then I would never want to get rid of them because I would possess them like they were the ring from Lord of the Rings. Okay, if I find a CC, you guys, I'm going to be so excited. Well, at least I know where to look when I find other bags and boxes of coins. If I do happen to, I don't think I will because I'm pretty sure I know where all of them are and there aren't that many left. If I were to find my dad's binder in all my mom's things, I would be very shocked. Yeah, there's that mark again. I like that, but I'm looking for a CC, huh? That's what I want. Or like a double tap, like the stamp. That looks like a really worn out S maybe at the bottom of that one. Coin collectors don't keep their coins like the, I know. Great one, absolutely. My dad had his very valuable coins in binders in those plastic coin sleeves where, you have like 40 on a page or whatever, depending on the size. This is just a bag of miscellaneous coins that he had tucked away somewhere. And my mom married a con artist after my dad passed away, and he stole, oh gosh, the best I can tell, close to $1 million from her. And part of that theft was my dad's coin collection. It just disappeared on us. I think I may have already looked at these. I don't want to keep going through the same ones. But I'm looking for a CC now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for a CC. Got a lot with that, what, O on the bottom of them? Yeah, these all need to be separated, and I did buy a bunch of sleeves for them, but they ended up being displaced somewhere. The cabinet where I had them, everything got moved around. There's an S, so we got a San Francisco and another S. Looks like another S. Okay. Wow, you guys have been super helpful. Thank you. It's been awesome. Now I just have a bunch of miscellaneous to go through. Just these, I got a few wheat pennies, or at least a couple of wheat pennies. We got one there. Don't know what the year is. 42, it looks like. And a 45. Thought I saw another one. Oh, that's not a wheat. Don't know why that one's 64. Not sure why Dad had a 64 penny. I don't know why Dad had most of his stuff in a bag like this. Carson City is the one I want. Huh. Dan, I'm going to look for that. But you know what? I might be at the end. I'll go get a couple more bags. I've got a couple of little bags of coins. I'll go get them. During yesterday's live stream, I went through some of the currency that my dad left behind. and I had a bunch of currency that's from the, what's the word? It's from the Civil War, but they're all reproductions. They're not even well done. It's not even really paper. It's more like a wax paper. They were made to look old. So I've got a whole stack of them. I did look them up online, and they're worth probably, this whole stack, maybe $20 to a collector. But they're not real. I was kind of excited because I thought maybe, but look, there's no backing on that one. And it's not been folded, like it hasn't been in a wallet. Same with this one, no back on it. And it's like the edges are burnished, like someone made them look old on purpose. So let's see, got a couple more bags here. I'll be going through these in a future live stream, just so you guys can see what I'm going to be going through. I'm going to be going through these bags of coins in a future live stream. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click on all notifications, because I've got to go through all these. I do need probably to go down to the coin store and purchase some of the sleeves to put these in. A current red book. Awesome. Yes. Thank you, Jeffrey. I will remember that. I'll get a current red book. In fact, they probably have it at the coin dealer. I can probably buy one there. I will look at Whatnot and see, because I don't have a following on Whatnot, so I'm not sure that people would actually click on my auctions. Maybe if I start with the smaller stuff and then move into the Morgans. I don't want to, have 3 people in there and my high bid be $10 on a Morgan. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I've got to see. Let's see. Every $1.40 you have in face value of silver is worth about $75. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Mark. All right, you guys. You think so, little man? Okay, well, if I do a Whatnot, I will definitely do a live stream before so that I can point people in that direction, and then I'll see if I can figure out how to work a Whatnot. It won't be real soon, I don't think, but hopefully in the near future. All right, you guys, have a blessed day. Definitely hit the subscribe button and click it for all notifications. I generally try to go live in the morning. I'm going to go live tomorrow morning around 10:45 because I'm going to be reading in the book of Ruth. I can't go to church anymore because I'm so allergic to perfume that I have a major asthma attack when I go to church. So I do church at home by myself with my Bible. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one whenever I go through some more of these bags of coins. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And actually, Dan, I do not have any sentimental value to them at all. The only value I have in them is when I sell them, the money goes towards taking care of my mom. So that's every single one of them probably needs to sell in order to pay for her care in the future. So that's all I'm going to be doing with them. And, at some point I might be like, oh, dang, I sold that one for $60 and now it's worth $150. But, it is what it is. A low minimum, it's your best bet, and you only lose about 10%. Okay. I do follow an auction on Whatnot. I haven't ever purchased anything, but I do follow their auction, and I haven't tried the eraser trick yet, Dan. I haven't got any that I need to do that with, and I don't have any erasers that aren't fossilized. You know how they get. But they definitely get, yeah. And look at that dog. You can look at her. She's just like so sacked out. All right, guys. God bless you all. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. If you're a coin person, be on the lookout. I'll be going through those bags of coins real soon. Bye-bye.